Hello, 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 hello! As ever, I'm Reckoning7, and welcome back, everyone, to this Streamstram slash YouTube episode, depending on how you watch these things, of Rule the Waves 2, where we are really approaching the old end game with our Confederate run here. We have secured almost every little bit of clay that we wanted, and we are poised to seize Cameroon, and finally take from Germany, which I think I remember was like 30 years ago or something. We're in the same position, and it all kind of went a little bit awry. But tail end of last stream episode, whatever you want to call it, we smashed the German West African fleet, and we've really opened up the way for our own invasion here. They foolishly tried to naval invade, I think it was Nigeria, and we turned them away to great loss of life, which is always lovely. We probably don't want too much more from the Germans. If I'm feeling really ambitious, I might maybe sneak in and we'll grab South of Africa just for reasons. Why not continue our flag going down the coast? That seems nice. But yeah, beyond that, that's probably about it. And then we'll see where we are. Like I said, I think we're getting to the end of this run, and I think we're on like 58 episodes or so already before this one. Might even be slightly more than that. So yeah, I think we're getting towards the end. But let's not worry about that for now. We've got 3 hours ahead of us, or maybe 2.5. I'm a little bit later tonight, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, so let's just get on with things. And just quick to refresh myself because it's been a while. We've got a couple of new destroyers and a bunch of corvettes building, which I believe we wanted to increase our anti-sub capacity. Although these are also minesweepers, which is why their anti-sub rating is only a 3, which isn't that great. Yeah, we don't have huge amounts of ASW. Just new destroyers are looking good for it though, so that's something at least. Okay, perfect. We've still got our old battleships. I was having a quick squiz at the almanac before we get kicked off. Yeah, and it's interesting. Germany has no battleships in it. We are building 3, but they're out. We've got half the number of CVs that we have, and we also know they're worse than ours. 1 CVL, and then it's just a bunch of heavy carriers, which I'll happily sink large volumes of. But we shall see. I'll be interested to see if they bring more ships down here. They do have 7 heavy carriers here. Heavy cruisers. So we'll see. And subs, we don't have any subs. That's fine. We've steered away from that, even though it's one of our advantage techs, but that's okay. And unrest is 0. Everything looks hunky-dory. Let's just take things on. Cruiser action. I suspect there's going to be a lot of these. We will accept. They say no. Another interesting. Who have I got back here? Not sure. Fine. And prosperity. Oh, hang on. This is not good prosperity. This is inflation. That's what this is. Okay. Increased cost for our ships, because things just cost more. Nigeria trouble, more engine problems. Okay. Oh, it's reconstruction, not built. Well, there we go. They're going to sell us some mounting turrets. I'll take any tech I can get my hands on, although we are running pretty negative. I will need to keep an eye on that. Okay. Japan's being belligerent. No problems there. They're an ally. And you've built a new flying boat, which we're already building a lot of these, to be perfectly honest. Are you better? You carry slightly less bombs and lighter bombs. You same toughness, slightly more maneuverable, less firepower, slightly more range, but it doesn't matter. No, it's fine. We have plenty. You might be slightly better. I'm just not sure it's worth developing a whole new aircraft. No one's. Oh, of course, because we got this sub thing. No one has any subs. I'd forgotten about that. Yes, that was a glorious treaty, which sadly now has ended because war broke out. Right, I'm not really building that much, and yet I'm 8 million in a hole. Now 3 of that is Cameroon, but we may just have too many expensive ships, and boy, that maintenance is high on these battleships. Jeez. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 7 million a month there. How's our aircraft? 17 million as well. Yeah, okay, we might need to trim back on that a little bit. What have we got? Okay, we've got West African holdings. That makes sense. We've got a little bit of kind of Portland Halifax way. That also makes sense. I've got all our med ones, which I don't really want to get rid of, but maybe we trim these down a little bit. Maybe we drop the torpedo bombers out here. Because chances of there being actual combat in here is fairly slim and far between. So let's maybe disband these. And we'll just keep our kind of ASW flying boats. And then we do have some medium bombers who can obviously do some air attacks if we do get fights in that area. We shouldn't see many of them. Okay. I appreciate that's kind of a drop in the ocean type territory, but it's fine. Apart from that, it's just, I think, while it's just running 8 CVs is a lot of aircraft. That would be interesting actually to show the aircraft upkeep for carriers in this line. I think that would give you a better a truer value of what this ship's actually costing you to maintain and run. Interesting. Okay. Here we go, carrier battle. Absolutely. And they do have a couple of CVs. Like I said, ours generally holds more ships. Okay. Are you actually going to come for me? No. Can we just invade them if he's not going to actually put up a fight? Oh. Unfortunate error. Huh. That's another reason I think I need to bring this game to an end. We have had a few errors creep in this save, which I've not seen in my other ones. So it'd be maybe good to have a refresh and a start again. Okay, well, let's keep advancing time. We are 1950 officially. Which is, you know, it's really, to be honest, a bad time for trying to take colonies. They are not worth anything these days. Alright, we've got, but that's not the point. That's not what we're doing. It's not economic reasons. It's, you know, empire and greed, really. Wanting our flag over more of the world. So we've got a few of our light cruisers. A teaser at the Rappahannock and some destroyer escorts. We are worryingly close to Douala. I maybe should have actually suppressed their air defenses rather than attack ships, but it looks like it's nighttime anyway. Indeed it is. 15 minutes till dusk falls. Now tell me, do you have blind fire? I don't think we do yet. I think that was one we were still working on. Yeah. So we do get the contacts from our radar, but I don't think we're going to get any advantages on blind fire, which is okay. Although we can't be that far away. I've definitely had it at this point in the game. I need to investigate that after this battle. This may not be a fight we want to particularly take. What is my sound level? 20? Yeah, that's probably okay. Might be a little bit loud. Could just be a mind. Right. Bunch of destroyers. I'm guessing a couple of cruisers. Questions, are they light cruisers, heavy cruisers? What are we dealing handling with here? Light cruisers, some Stettins. Okay. We've got some torpedoes. I don't really want to do that. No, knife fighting in the dark seems like a terrible idea. I think we just leave. Right, let's go for a bigger fight. Oh, and they looks like they have blind fire there, actually. Interesting. But okay, no. Decision is this is not worth our time. Yeah, no problem. It was fairly evenly matched, but yeah, just those fighting at night time is risky. A bore, a draw. No problem. I will absolutely sell you anything and the kitchen sink because I need some money. And you're a stalwart ally. Yeah, I'm losing a whole bunch of cash here. Oh, come on, I need that to... I need that to go through to save myself a bit of cash. Okay. And I think after this war, we might... I think we're going to have to hang up the Cuba's boots, at least. I don't really want to trim down our main battleships, but we'll maybe have to scale back in our carrier fleet. It doesn't compare to the rest of the world. 8977. It's comparable. Okay, your naval budget's massive. But look, say France. Yeah, they're gonna have 8. Okay, we have some more battleships. Okay. Convoy attack. It's not what I want. I need an invasion battle. Come on. We'll take it though. Let's suppress enemy airfields. We'll let our ships do the work. This is not a great starting location, very close to Douala, but we have got a number of our CVs in play actually. And we've got our Bailey, our Mott, our Castle class battleships, which is always fun to play around with. So let's maybe bring this in a scooch, but we'll push it slightly further out to the left as well. Okay, that's good. Heavy cap is going to be required. And let's now tell me, what's the range of my fighters these days? Still pretty limited. Alright, so we're going to be scouting with torpedo bombers. Not a problem. We'll let them get allocated. Yeah, we'll do some float planes as well for my heavy cruisers. And then let us get the rest of these guys up and ready. Torpedo bomber, dive bomber, dive bomber. And ready strike. Yep, that's fine. We've got all the float planes out. Oh, hello. This is rather close to home. Let's get you guys up a bit quicker. Try and open a bit of a gap before our carriers get involved. Okay, I'm going to have to head you north, I think, because I don't want... I also don't want my CVs to get into trouble, but at the same time, I absolutely want to keep sailing away from Douala. It looks like they are running away from us. Away from their own port, interestingly enough. Okay, heavy cruisers, to be expected. That's the workhorses of a German fleet. Okay, I think we've got one more to get ready. Beautiful. Alright, well, if they are just going to hang about, well, let's throw things at them. Oh, we've only got... Ah, yeah, that's the 10 little groups. Don't show me 10 little groups, please. There we go. All on the Sierra Leone. Ooh, because you guys are split off. Wait, just double check that's right. Yeah, okay. So I believe we're going to end up in 2 waves. Let's do 2 waves of both torpedoes and bombs. We're going to target probably somewhere like there, to be perfectly honest. Go for battleships, although it's going to be cruisers. Don't worry about coordination. Go for it. Don't know what kind of cap they're going to have. And here I say we, because as ever, I lay some of the blame at your feet. Neglected to ready these guys up. Which you can go straight from... No, you can actually. I was reading you're supposed to be able to go straight from unready to strike and they would just get ready and go. That doesn't prove to be the case. Okay, we're losing a bit of sight of them as they run. But they won't be able to outrun our planes. Hang on, my carriers are not the main task force here. Ah, we're all lumped into one. That's frustrating. So we will know we can only give orders to these within air range. And we can still order strikes, etc. But that is a little bit frustrating. Right, again, we'll do the 2 groups. Launch strike. Yep, I'm absolutely sure. And then get you guys. Launch you as well. I mean, we are so close to the target. It should take them no time at all to get up and away. Like so. Maybe come in there. Okay, so we end up going for the convoy itself, which I think is fair because I did put... No, I did put battleships. I guess they've not found anything else. Okay. Like, okay. You should not be going towards the airport. So I'm going to have to tell you to come. You're already on support. Your lead division is the Sierra Leone, so why are you not with her? Yeah, come be core on the Sierra Leone, please. And what is your orders? Support the Bailey. That's probably fine. I get very upset when my AI takes my ships and does silly things with them. Looks like we found the rest of this blooming convoy. Guns free, lads. So these guys should chew through the heavy cruisers. Oh, okay, something zooming in and out. Bad habits. Yeah. Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 8, 16 shells. Just crashed through that. I mean, improvement, it's a fair size. Yeah, 15,000 tons. You know, it can take a bit of a pounding, but that's, oof, painful. Oh, there's another 7. Yeah, she's, not long for this world. And she's gone. Right, let's bring you guys down to actually a bit slower. Gets all my ships out. Just 22, I think, is fine, because we're just kind of circling in for the kill here. Do you know what, I'm going to turn this down to a scooch. Although, I worry, because every time I do this, it seems to break it, and I just stop getting sounds. Oh no, it's still working, that's good. Okay, torpedoes away, we're hitting lots of things. Heavy cruisers are dead. I wonder if they've actually got some carriers out here, although there's no spotting reports anywhere. Oh! Oh, what? I get. It must have been an extreme long-range shot from one of these guys. That's insane. Not seeing any reports of air attacks. Wow. I think you're about to go down, my friend. I mean, on the plus side, that's going to save us some maintenance, but that is this is a poor end to an otherwise successful battle. I appreciate it's not over, but it feels like it's not far off. How far is home? Home is far away. Okay. I think we might need to break off what? Oh, Senegal, what are you doing? Okay, enemy aircraft, that's fine. That's going to be from the airbase. How much daylight we got left? 5 hours. We've got a little bit of time. If we get a little more damage, we might be okay. So I think we're going to have to pull out our heavy ships and escort the castle home. We're going to try and save them. I'm also going to change up these guys' orders to core, I think. Hopefully try and encourage them to get over towards where the Bailey is. Also allows us to maybe pull our A a little bit more effectively. We shall see. But we have done horrible things to this fleet. Right, let's not get too distracted. There are some warships still around. So why don't we grab people who are still available and get them ready? Might as well send in another wave. After all, if we sink all the ships, the engagement will end. Disconcerting. Enemy aircraft are approaching T-1. I think that's supposed to be the castle. 11, it looks like flying boats are coming on a naval strike. Which, I mean, she's only going 10 knots, so there's an element that, well, you can probably hit her. Right, yeah, just come over literally there. Launch a strike. You guys go, you guys ready up. Awesome. Level bomb. Looks like no hits though, that's okay. Okay, seems to be fine. And they'll only have, well, we could have 100 base there, but that would be surprising. I suspect they're more likely to have maybe a 40 of a 60, so we still should have more planes around, even if we do have a land-based cap. Right, you guys go and, yeah, just go for it. Have a pop at anything and everything. Oh, you're already flying, so we'll send you guys off as well. Beautiful. Okay. Slow you guys down to 10 to match the castle. And our flyboys can get a bit of practice in. How's she doing? Flooding of 0. Oh ho! Well, hello. Okay, so that's fine. So we're gonna stay at 10 knots. Well, in fact, let's go to 9 knots is fine. Danger being air attacks because we're slow on a big target. But if we can keep at this, we should manage to survive. Okay, good job to Coney. And hopefully between A and Cap, we'll have a reasonable defense in this general direction. Beautiful. Yeah. Flyboys doing good work in our absence, claiming hits on CLs and TRs and all sorts. Beautiful. If anyone left on the boat, I do indeed. Well, I might as well ready up and send you out again. Because why not? It's kind of what you guys are here for. Hopefully it's just transports, they're going to them pretty quickly, so we're not just massively overkilling targets here. It's aiming for, yeah, perhaps more like here. Try and get people running away. Go for it. Which will take them a little bit longer, but that's okay. You can ready up as well. Nice, our ops losses don't seem too high at the minute, which is good. No more float planes, I don't think. Apparently we're claiming some destroyer bomb hits, AMCs. This is very good. You can ready up. Getting good practice with these turnaround times. A cruise top-notch speed. Oh, you guys are ready. Well, let's head you guys off. And you two can ready up. I was going to say, I must be running out of torpedoes. Okay, you guys can go torpedoes. And you... Oh. Okay, didn't think I had enough torpedoes for both groups. Alright, I think we can speed up a scooch. Get you out, get you guys readied with no torpedoes left, so you're gonna have to go. Just where you don't let me change bomb load. Yeah, okay. So I have this issue again with this, just with this save, not with other saves I have, where I can't change the bomb load of my torpedo bombers for reasons I don't know about. There should be a slight bug in the files somewhere. Alright, we've probably done enough carnage. We'll let our flyboys get home. Call it done for the day. Although we keep taking transports and AMCs and all sorts of things. As we babysit our castle home. I suspect we'll time it before we get, well, we will time it before we get anywhere, but at least it's nighttime. Safe from air attacks. Flooding's completely under control. We're going slowly enough, we're not going to rupture. Beautiful. Alright, that was hugely successful. They only had one heavy cruiser. That's actually a little disappointing. So it's fair to say we had them slightly outgunned there. A lot of experience, I suppose, for our pilots, but really we were just blowing up transports. We did sink a couple of destroyers, but okay, fine. Is there any info on bomb hits? We hit one transport with 10 bombs. What kind of size were these? You're 10,000 tons, and you got hit with 10 500-pound bombs. Oof. Okay. Wow. Even with that, it's just a marginal victory because he gets so many points from damaging the castle. Okay. We will pay to fix it, even though money's a bit of a problem. Lots of very experienced people there. Okay, we've got a little bit of raiding going on, but nothing too much. Oh, for God's sake. Why? What tension-rising event was this? Oh, this game. This game. It refuses to let me have... Oh. I forgot about this. There goes our lead of 26,000 victory points. Oh, poof. Gone. Alright. Well, plus side, we don't have to worry about any nonsensical British invasions. Downside, they're going to come and probably try and blockade me and do all sorts of horrible things. So we are going to have to somewhat split our fleet. Now, we've already got a reasonable presence on the North American East Coast. We're going to need to probably put a few more ships into the Caribbean. Although we've got a reasonable presence in the Caribbean as well. So it might be just to see where they bring their big fleet and then counter that. We still have enough to pull off a naval invasion here. Although only for 1 month, and then we're going to have to bin it. They have rebuilt 4 battleships, 4 battle cruisers, 7 CVs. Yeah, this is going to be challenging. Okay. Well, it'll be a nice finale, I suppose. Now, they can't bring fleets over here for long. We're going to have basing issues. Same with West Africa, actually. They have no bases anywhere. Okay. So we've got Europe and North American East Coast. We've got the main classer there as well. Okay. Alright, we can use those to try and counter the British. Fun and games. Enemy coastal raid. Yeah, I'll take that. Attack ships. Beautiful. Let's see if we can't deal a grievous... Ah, this is a piddly little affair. 7 hours till dawn, and we're... Okay. This is not going to be a satisfying engagement. Do I want to even see what this is? It's my transport. Alright. I don't think the British have come to play. Let's kick up speed. I'll hang around till dawn just in case they're here. We'll let our planes do a bit of search work. Nope. There they are. 2 destroyers running away. I mean, really, battle generator? Mock me with these kind of engagements. Yep. Well, apparently they had more than two destroyers. Okay. Yeah, they're a reasonable force. So we won some victory points at least. Okay, only the Navy can win this war. Give me more money. Oh, here we go. Blind fire. That's actually huge to get that now. Okay, we thwarted an aircraft with patrolling aircraft. This is nice, and we lost a few merchants. But unrest is still absolutely fine. Money is not. It's a poor show when you can't afford your fleet at war. Okay. I think we might bin our Chukatuks. Although they're not, they are vaguely handy for being, you know, for giving us some air capacity elsewhere. It's either that or we got to bin the Cubas. I'm going to bin the Cubas, and there's a reason for that. And I'm probably going to actually move these guys to the Caribbean. Because these, and the thus is thus. If I get an engagement, if they were not in the same place, I appreciate that, so it's giving me some advantage to cover extra ground. But if they were in the same place, then there's a potential that I draw one of these CVs rather than one of my 100 aircraft CVs. Whereas having a pool of CVLs, presumably it draws on differently. Oh, hello 80s, how are you this evening? Thanks for coming on by. So I think we're going to bin these two in an effort to save a little bit of money. We shall see. I mean, it's just a drop in the ocean, but yeah, I think I'm going to scrap you. This feels wrong. Boop. Okay. That actually chalked like 3 million off our deficit. Told you, man, planes. Planes are expensive. As it stands, our entire ship budget is 21 million. Our plane budget is 15 million. Right, I think maybe we have to trim down some planes elsewhere. Okay, Norfolk, Charleston, Miami. Right. It's this on the map. It makes life a little bit easier. Do we have anything at Dakar and Freetown? Yeah, we got a little bit. Let's not have that. Nothing at Freetown. So we've still got some at Lagos. We've still got Point Noir. Let's get rid of you. I don't think you're really useful. And we'll keep the flying boats and we'll keep the medium bombers. That's saved a little bit. We still have a lot of people at Halifax and Port. I mean, but it kind of makes sense. This is where the British may well show up. So we've got St. John's, where we've got 40 aircraft. We've got St. John, where none, which makes sense. Portland, we've got another 40. And Halifax, we've got 80. I think we're going to get rid of the stuff at Portland. And we'll keep the ones at Halifax and St. John. Actually, I'm going to keep the flying boats. Get rid of everything else. Halifax is running 80 and you're running 40. I'm tempted to actually make you a little bit beefier. But let's do it. I mean, we can't. Our CVs are bringing a lot of aircraft. Okay, that's fine. What else we got? Point I talked about. Then we've got Miami, Charleston, and Norfolk. Seems vaguely sensible to have those. Alright, we'll hold off those. And essentially, now our only negative is the fact we're trying to invade Cameroon. Okay. Has Britain turned up anywhere? Not here. A little bit here. 4 CVLs have turned up. What about down here? Yeah, okay, well, so they've got... We still have more points than them, so we can still pull off an invasion. Just like this. Okay, this is it. It's what we want. Fortunately, just I pulled my CVLs out. But this reckons we have got them for air cover. I would like you to suppress enemy airfields. Because that's with the... essentially the medium bombers, right? Okay, floatplane ops and ship speed, but air ops are fine. We've got all 3 of our big carriers. Love to see it. We've got a couple of heavy cruisers. We've got the big boys. And we are pretty damn close to our objective. Where's our transports? Not sure. Kicking about somewhere. What time of day is it? 45 minutes of dawn. That seems reasonable. We've got blind fires, although probably not on these ships yet. It'll take a while before they get upgraded, one presumes. Well, let me just test that theory. Yeah. I want to do this. So presumably, they're going to be between us and their port. It would be somewhat silly if they weren't. I mean, it's not impossible. It would just be somewhat silly. So we could actually probably pull this all the way in and do... I do want a heavy cap. Searches with fighters. For once. So we'll have this range. Okay, I like it. So I'm going to tell everyone who's not a fighter to get ready, which should mean that they send fighters out for... search. You guys all get ready. There we go. Ready up, my friends. And then you are my float planes, I believe. Yeah, okay. Do I really have 4 float planes? Or do I... have I got some Japanese friends here? Do they have float planes as well? There's a potential. Although I don't know where they are. Well, maybe I do have 4 heavy cruisers here. Where are these supposedly Japanese ships? Not sure. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Massive panic with all those radar contacts. It's just our transports. Calm yourself down, friends. Calm yourself down. Wasn't worried. Right, let's have you guys split off to like south side of this island with a view to vaguely heading home at some point. I mean, presumably you're all on fleet escort. Yeah, you are. It's fine. You just be AI controlled, not a problem. You likewise. Good. So who all do I have control of? The main battle division. Then the cruiser division. Okay. And then the carriers. Fine. Let's bring you guys up. Let's bring you guys up. Let's put Shenandoah onto AI, because you're just going to be following around these three fine fellows. And I think I'm actually going to speed you up a little bit so you catch up with our big heavy ships. And let's do it. Okay, we're going to get a lot of random radar contacts because we don't know who our friends are and who our enemies are, but that is not our friends. It's also not necessarily someone I want to tussle with. at night time. But it's not going to be night time for much longer. Okay, this is fine. How's my readying? Unready. That's all my fires. That's fine. Boys are getting ready. Like so. Okay. What are you? You need to go find out what that is. Okay, so we've got some kind of enemy here. Do we just launch? It could be a screening force, it could be a bit of a waste of an early strike. What we could do actually is do a first wave, because we've got two torpedo bombers and 2 dive bombers per CV. So why don't we get ready for that? Well, let's wait until the dawn comes and then we'll launch the strike. Well, actually, at that point we'll probably have visible contact. Perfidious. I say Brits, it could well be the Germans. Got blind fire capability. Okay, we need to keep our distance. We're absolutely going to hit that as soon as the light gets up. Let's scooch this down again. Okay. Torpedo bombers, dive bombers, speeder bombers, dive bombers. Strike at probably about here. I think's fine. Okay, this is problematic. It's quite a nerf to our capabilities. What's this T-state limiting our speed to as well, actually? Oh. It says 28. 28 is what we're limited to. Okay, so that's not that limiting, but it's good to know. Right, we're gonna have to come. Right, we should be able to find out who they are now. Although actually, what's the visibility? Rubbish. All right, we're just gonna have to get a little bit close. Protect our transports. Oh, this weather could really do us nasty. Okay. We've found some British. And some Germans. Unsurprising on both counts. Muskogee is getting lit up. I think we're going to do a bit of a charge with the old destroyers here. It looks like it's just heavy cruisers, so if we can get our heavier ships involved, then that will be good. Destroyers are going to be problematic for my battleships. I do have to watch whatever that is. Okay, esports starting to light up the rune a little bit. Mott and Bailey are about to get involved. Why am I going so slowly? I don't know. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, apparently you guys are taking a bit of a beating and now can't go so fast. That's fair enough. These just look like British destroyers. Skiki. Okay, flooding's okay, but damage is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to have you guys probably pull away. Pull away. Who are you launching torpedoes at in this direction? Okay, I'm curious to see what the British ships are. Okay, it looks like the German heavy cruisers are getting fairly well chewed upon. And I think Danzig's about to have a real bad day. Okay, it's a British heavy cruiser, the Euralis class. Okay, if it's just heavy cruisers, we can manage this brawl without planes. Especially if we can land a few torpedo hits of our own. Oof, or not. Okay, don't stray too close. There's an alarming amount of torpedoes in the water, and none of them are hitting. On the plus side, if weather is a real issue for torpedoed landing, then hopefully that applies to theirs as much as it does to ours. Okay. So there's 2 dead German cruisers. Look at the torpedoes absolutely everywhere. 2 dead German heavy cruisers. This is good. The British one to follow soon. 1 destroyer we've really got to worry about, and then 4 destroyers down here, which hopefully we should start to pick apart with our heavy cruisers' secondary armament. So if you guys slow down a little bit. Now my own destroyers are not too bad in a destroyer duel. Just gotta make sure we don't get in amongst our transport fleet. Okay, we have Danzig. That's fine and dandy. Not surprised after the sheer number of shells we've thrown at them. Torpedoes. Esports getting involved. Who's taking the rune? The Mott, the Castle, and the Bailey are doing their always good work against the German heavy cruisers. We're going to be the bane of the German heavy cruiser fleet. A title I'm glad that they have. And you should be okay from a damage perspective. I'm just worried about you taking a random torpedo. Okay, let's see if we can silence this British heavy cruiser. Ideally, I'm worried about what you just did. You may have thrown some torpedoes at us. Alright, let's give them the wiggle. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, Muskogee. Okay, it looks like the British heavy cruiser has also died, and now it's just German destroyers everywhere. I don't like what these guys are doing. Yeah, we'll pick them up. We're nice at that. I'm worried if these guys have any torpedoes left. Although they may have expended them all by now. Can't really tell. Okay, apparently is that this one down here? Yeah, fine. Well done, you managed to hit a ship that's not moving. I need to see DDs here, not CAs. Okay, looks like we'll get our transports in position regardless. I don't think these guys are going to be able to sink enough in time. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. How much daylight have we got left? 9 hours. So. Uh-oh. Okay, that's one more dead Amazon. This is good. Looks like 2 dead Amazons. Mentioned that Moy to go down, and then I think we're going to be okay. And I think we're, oh yeah, I think everything's kind of coming together actually. There's one heavy cruiser trying to make a run for it. So I hope to spoil his party. We're losing a few destroyers, but that's fine. These things happen. Hello, what are you? It just looks like another destroyer. Okay, I think he's going to escape us, which is fine. Generally speaking, that was mission complete. 1, 2, 3 dead heavy cruisers. 1, 2, 3, I think. Bunch of destroyers. No real losses on my side. Let's go home. Huzzah! They did bring a CV and a CL. I'm guessing they just went to port straight away. Kind of makes sense. Although I'm pretty sure we could have hammered them if they had stayed out. We did sink 3 CAs, that one didn't make it away. But we didn't, we lost 1 destroyer. That's a reasonable day at the office. Who was it made it away? See, we were both quite heavy damaged. Oh no, it was the Lutzel. Yeah, okay. Excellent. And on the even brighter side, we've just saved ourselves 3 million a month, so look at us, in the black. Huzzah! And that's where we're going to bring this one to a close. A nice positive note to end things on. It's a successful invasion of Cameroon, and hopefully the army can, get the job done in a quick fashion. But we'll see. On the downside of things, we do have the British sticking their noses in once again somewhere it doesn't belong, and that's definitely going to make this war a lot harder going forward. It will be interesting to see where their fleet really show up. Obviously, we don't have any bases near us, so we don't need to worry too much about invasions from the British, but they could certainly blockade us, and we will probably have to take the fight to them somewhere or other. And of course, we could just bring a lot of forces to West Africa and make our invasion a lot more difficult. But we shall see. As ever, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio!